Yo, since the release of Dead Cells, the game has become more friendly towards players, but it still remains a hard game that should be mastered. And I, as obviously not a new player to the game, know how hard it is to understand everything in this game. So in this video I gathered all the information I know about this game to teach new players about stuff we aren't told in the tutorial. Let's start with the movement. It doesn't matter how good you are at the game in terms of items, synergies and things like that if you don't know how to move. Luckily the developers did everything to make Dead Cells controls almost perfect. It doesn't take much time to understand the basics of movement. First thing you need to learn is rolling. Rolling is the most simple way to dodge an attack. The whole magic of the roll is the fact that during the animation of rolling you are literally invincible. During this little animation you have frames that are called iframes. These are the frames when your character cannot take any damage. The attacks you cannot dodge with rolls are explosions, flames and other stuff that affects not only you but also the environment. You can also roll even in air, so basically rolling is one of the main things you need to learn to dodge almost every attack. Also do not spam with rolls, because rolls have a short cooldown between them and during this cooldown you have no iframes and as a consequence you can get damaged. Shields is one of the most powerful items in Dead Cells. As rolls they can save you almost from every single attack, even from explosions, so don't underrate them. Parrying allows you to avoid taking any damage and sometimes even return the thrown knife or things like that back to your enemy. The main fact that makes shields so powerful is the fact that you don't have a cooldown when parrying successfully, so basically if you parried one attack, then you can parry once again without any cooldowns, which will allow you to not take damage from multiple attacks in a row. Rolls can get you that. You also do not need to learn the movements of every enemy. It is enough to press the parry button whenever you see this exclamation mark above the enemy, which warns you about an upcoming attack. Parrying in this game has a huge window, which is really helpful. One of the most asked questions by newbies is how to climb the walls. For this you have to obtain the spider rune in Slumbering Sanctuary. But to reach this location, first of all you have to go to the Promenade of the Condemned to obtain the Vine rune, then restart your run and go to the Toxic Sewers to get the Teleportation rune, and last, visit Ossuary to get the Ram rune. After that you're ready to go to the Slumbering Sanctuary and search for the enemy who will drop the Spider rune. Routes for all of these locations you can find on Wiki of Dead Cells, which I will leave in the description of this video. There is no need to actually have an equal number of red stars, green and purple. That's a complete mistake, and basically all you have to do is to level only one of these stats. If you find a good red weapon for example, then start leveling up your red stat as high as you can and use only red weapons and skills, because with every red stat your damage will scale up. You don't need any HP as long as you have crazy damage. In Dead Cells as in any other game, if you have big damage then HP is almost useless because you will kill mobs and bosses faster and as a consequence you will get less damage. Mutations are one of the essential parts of Dead Cells, and with time you can see that almost every run you will play with the same mutations. First thing you need to know about mutations is that mutations bonuses are scaled up with your stats. So if you have a purple mutation, then with every purple talent skill your bonus from this mutation will increase. This is also one of the reasons why you should level up only one of your stats. I won't tell you everything about every mutation because basically there are too many of them. But one thing that I would like to say is that Aigdar Orus Liox, okay, just call it YOLO, is not a good mutation at all. I know that if you just started Dead Cells then you believe that this is a great mutation that you should definitely use. The problem with this mutation is that you can choose it only on your first level and after one usage of it, it will be useless and you won't be even able to choose another mutation instead of it. There are too many good mutations that will be more helpful than one additional life. Forget about this mutation and learn how not to die. There is this weird looking guy after every boss fight that allows you to level up your forge, which will increase the chance of getting an item with better quality. I recommend you level up this forge as soon as you can because better quality of items means better damage. So after every boss fight, don't be greedy and put some cells in this forge. Blueprints are some things that you can pick up and then unlock them at the collector. Firstly, you don't have to spend all of your cells if you don't want to. The collector will say that you have to spend them or otherwise he won't unlock the door, but don't get fooled, the door can be broken with some good looking punches. A big part of blueprints can be unlocked just by playing the game. There is a small chance of getting them in every location while killing enemies. But if you want to get some blueprints without waiting for one to drop, you can unlock Specialist Showroom, where you can buy Hunter's Grenade, which will allow you to transform an enemy into an elite one, and after his HP is below half, you will be able to extract a blueprint from it. After getting the custom mode rune in Ramparts, you will be able to start a custom mode that will allow you to choose items that you don't want to see in your run and stuff like that. It basically allows you to choose only items and set settings that you would like to play with. There are some options in custom mode that block you from getting any achievements, so be careful when choosing them. Some people think that custom mode sucks and it is cheating, but Dead Cells is an offline game, so you're allowed to play it in the way you like, so don't listen to other people and do whatever you want. Every time you encounter a cursed chest, I recommend opening it. You will get gold, 1 cursed item and 1 talent kill in exchange for 10 kills that you have to make without getting any damage. The item that you will get will be colorless, so basically it will scale up from your most high stat. Don't be scared, of course, because 10 kills without taking damage is something pretty easy, and you have to learn how to kill enemies without taking any damage from the beginning. Because in future, when you will have more boss cells, there will be no fountains to restock your health flasks, so you also won't be able to get damaged a lot. That's pretty much it, guys. Before closing this video, don't forget to also watch this one that will teach you how to farm a lot of cells that will help you to unlock blueprints and level up your forge. If I missed something, then don't be shy to ask questions in the comments, I will answer them with the greatest pleasure. Don't forget to support the channel with your subscription and a like, and I'll see you in the next video.